Hey guys, my name's Gavin, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make beats for artists like Iann Dior and Tuxx. Two really cool artists in my opinion. I really like their production, especially on Iann Dior's Industry Plan album and like all of Tuxx's songs that he's been releasing. Super cool stuff. So today I'm going to do my best to show you guys how I would go about making something like that. So yeah, follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, and I also need your guys' help, okay? So it's July now. I gotta kick it into gear. I realized that uploads, they've been slacking. You guys all know that if you're watching this video, they've been slacking. So let's hold me accountable. I'm going every other day this month and we'll see how far this gets us. But yeah, into the video. So I don't have access to someone that can play the guitar for us today, but we're not gonna let that hold us back. We're gonna still do the best we can with a fake guitar. And I should have done my research as like for BPMs. I have to do some experimenting quick. So a quick way to figure out BPMs is about to be discovered here before we start. So I'm just gonna find like a simple clap and hi-hat pattern. I'm probably gonna do just a 2-step hi-hat and then the claps on 2 and 4. Alright, so we're not going to need those for a while. Obviously, we're going to do our melody first. So this is just used, like I said, just to figure out like what BPM we want to run at. I'm going to do something on the faster side here, 138, really fast. We're going to do those pop drums. But first, we got to do our melody. So I'm going to start with an omnisphere guitar, I think. We're going to see where this takes us. I want to do like an arpeggiated guitar pattern. Okay, so I'm just looking for a guitar right now. We're going to use this one. It doesn't really sound how I want it to sound right now, but that's okay. We're just getting that bass pattern that we're gonna build off. So Violian scale, of course, and now I'm setting up scale helpers just for the sake of the video, but normally I wouldn't really do scale helpers. Nothing wrong with them, it's just I don't use them. So let's do C sharp. So I'm gonna set up like a chord progression and then we're gonna arpeggiate it. I think that's what we're looking for. Yeah. So like this, power chords are cool and all, but for this melody, I don't think I'm gonna do it because I don't feel like it gives it as much character as opposed to using this major chord. Alright, so now we're gonna do our best to make this sound like a real guitar. I really like this progression right now, but I think what I'm gonna do is duplicate it over, and then this is the C is technically out of scale. I'm not going to go into it. I don't really feel like talking about music theory right now, but we're going to change this up. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so now we're going to mess with this arpeggiator, potentially, not 100% yet. Just going to see what it does for us. There's a bunch of different things though. You guys can't see this menu, I don't think, but there's a bunch of different things we can do. I really like this. We're gonna have to pitch it down. These notes are up a little bit too high. So I like this first part, not as much the second part. We're gonna duplicate it over and then add that C in. So this might sound not the most realistic right now. Like obviously it doesn't, but we'll get it there. We're gonna mess with this top melody now. Alright, we're doing something. We're getting rid of this. We're gonna copy that this other pattern over and like recreate the chords, if that makes sense. Alright, so it's not quite there yet. Alrighty, so I cut the cameras for a second and I just added a couple small things to fix this up. I was having kind of a tough time wrapping my mind around how the arpeggiated stuff works. Still don't have it figured out whatsoever, but it's definitely something cool you can do if you're looking to add like a unique melody to your beats without actually really doing it, if that makes sense. So basically I just added this run that goes up the scale here. It's just this part, these are both the same pattern, and then I have these long sustained drawn out notes, and I'll play it for you guys now. That's what it sounds like with the drums. It's like a reference. We're not going to use these drum sounds either, these are just reference sounds. So like right now it sounds super dry. It has that bass melody here to it already, but it's going to be our job now to make this sound a lot less dry and boring. So something I like doing with my melodies is layering like different guitar like one shots onto like actual VST sounds. So we're gonna do that in a second, but first I think I'm gonna add RC20 and then a little reverb to the guitar. little noise to it. I've been using the crystallizer plugin a lot, mainly just for this one thing. It's called the muffled up an octave. I tuck it back then. And we can probably experiment with pitching it down a few semitones. Yeah. I'm at a little delay. Delays are really good for filling up space. We're gonna do like a tight delay here. Alright, so now I'm gonna layer this with different one-shot sounds. I like this one. Alright, so I'm still working on this main guitar here. I'm gonna actually throw an EQ on and mess with these. I'm gonna throw a vocal synth on this, add the clear, add a texture. Alright, so now I'm gonna add a little top line, and then we're gonna bounce these all out to audio files, mess with them a little bit more. Now I'm kind of like fusing in old Iann Dior with like this new, more live instrument sounding Iann Dior, I think. That's what we're going for. Kind of a different feel. I'm gonna find a one-shot guitar, I think, for this. Maybe this guy. This is like really subtle, and then we're gonna do like a fake vocal. I'll show you guys what I mean by that in a second. All right, so now we're gonna try to make this sound a lot more wide and full. All right, so I think this is gonna be our sound. This really reminds me of Emotions by Iann Dior, the sound of the guitar. All right, so now I'm gonna do a little technique that I picked up from Mira, and then just like experimenting and making it my own kind of thing. It's like a fake vocal thing, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. I'm gonna find a flute that I like. I really like this like whistle kind of thing. What we're gonna do is treat it like an 808 kind of, just cut itself and then mess with those knobs here, and then we're gonna go in here, put Porta on, mess the slide, turn it up a little bit more, and then we're gonna make a little bit of like a really hectic pattern. Very melodic still, but we're gonna make it into vocal. You'll see. We're gonna use a bell instead. So now we're gonna make this a little bit louder. Find a different sound probably. Okay, so I didn't explain the Porta exactly. So the Porta gives it like a wobbly feel to it. Like if you're listening to this, you might be able to pick it up. Alright, so now I'm gonna go in and mess this up a little bit. We're gonna do the pitch up thing here again. It's gonna sound really cool for this sound. Maybe a guitar reg on this. Then I'll add like an accent or two, and then we'll call it a beat. But I think I'm gonna leave it here for the video. Hopefully I was able to teach you guys something, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you made it to this point, that's awesome. Hopefully you were able to learn something. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours of working on this because that's how my mind works. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I hope you're able to learn something, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Julian, welcome.